Hi everybody, it is Friday, which means we've only got a couple more days until I leave for Kelowna for Christmas. 2 more days of working, which I'm kind of excited about and kind of not. I feel like visiting family in Kelowna is somewhere between a vacation and work. I don't know. I have a tendency to think that everything is going to be worse than it actually is, so I'm sure it'll be fine. And you'll be there with me, so you'll get to see what's going on. This morning, I got a nice surprise from my friends at Wizards of the Coast. They sent me some presents, so I want to start by taking a look at those, because there's a bunch of cool stuff in a box over there. Let's take a look at it. First of all, I got a letter from the Magic Arena team. Thanks, Magic Arena. That included a nice little Christmas carol about Ravnica, and then also this Bug Humbugs, which is a 1/1 flying insect for 1 and 1 black mana, and whenever it deals combat damage, you have to hum that many notes of a festive song. If you can, you put a +1/+1 counter on Bug Humbugs. I think I can probably manage that. I also got a huge box of stuff from the D&D team, including miniatures and D&D pencils. And under here somewhere there's the Dungeons & Dragons t-shirt and a copy of Dungeon Mayhem and a D&D moleskin and some badass D&D stickers and this card. And actually, the card is the nicest part because it says, "Hi Adam, it was great hanging out with you at TwitchCon. Thanks for everything you've done to help make 2018 the best year ever for D&D. Here's to more in 2019. Preemptive grats for episode 100 of Court of Swords." That's so nice. Man, thanks Wizards. You guys are the best. Some of you might remember last year I did a little video unboxing Christmas presents from Wizards as well. It's nice. It's nice having a long-term relationship with the same people at a company who are supportive and cool about the stuff that you do. I felt really nice when they included me on their kind of holiday influencer list last year. Greg and Pelham and Satine and Bart are all such great people. I've known people like Mike Merles at Wizards for years, and it's just really great, like having a team of people that make something that I like, despite what the internet thinks, and being able to engage with them on a regular basis. And this year has been particularly nice because, as you may have noticed, I started playing Magic again. Now, not physical tabletop Magic, because I have neither the time nor the space to do that, but I've been playing a lot of Magic Arena, and I got introduced to Michelle and her team, and it's been so great working with them. Greg and Michelle and I have been talking about something cool for the new year. I can't talk about it yet, but Ravnica Allegiance is coming out at the end of January, so could be an opportunity for something cool. I played Grease today, which was like actually, I was gonna say it's kind of sad, but it wasn't. It wasn't really sad. I'm not going to spoil anything, so if you haven't played it yourself, don't worry. The game took me about 3 hours. You'll be able to watch my playthrough of it on YouTube if you're not already subbed to the Twitch channel. But it was moving. That would be the word I would use. The combination of the aesthetic, the story, the gameplay, and the music, all of that together made for a very moving experience. I have this thing that happens sometimes. It happens very rarely with books, not very often with TV shows, pretty regularly with movies, and sometimes with music, where I'll be watching something or engaging in a piece of media, and I'll just feel like moved. My eyes will well up with tears. I get a feeling in my chest of intensity, and I'm not a big I don't cry at movies when they're sad because I can't absorb media immersively. I don't like immersion. I don't feel immersed. Even in role-playing games, when I'm in a scene playing my character, or I'm in the midst of an intense moment, I'm almost always a step back. I'm either orchestrating the thing or I'm moving the thing along in some way. Or with movies, I'm thinking about the choices that the set designer or the director made to put me in the emotional place that I'm in. And I'm sure that if I had a conversation about this with I don't know, a therapist, they would have some things to say. But I always have this detachment from this stuff, but I can recognize art as having an emotional impact on me while it's happening. And I had that today with Grease. I was at the end, and the ending things were happening, and I was like, this is like, I can feel it in my body. It's a physical feeling. And I have that. It's so stupid. I have that at movies when like big action sequences happen, or when like sad things are occurring, or when like people who haven't seen each other for a long time are reunited. Like, it's not a specific emotion. It's just big, intense feelings of a generic sort. I get filled up and I can't contain them. I just feel this like, this tense. It's a good feeling. The way I'm describing it makes it sound like I'm having an anxiety attack, but yeah, it's just this feeling that I get. And I can only think of a very few video games that have ever made me feel that way. And without like really racking my brain, I would say Grease did it. There's a bit at the end of Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Ugh, God, it killed me. It was such a good moment. That playthrough's on YouTube too, if you want to watch me have a feeling. And then the ending of Telltale's Walking Dead, the very first one. That just like, ugh. Gosh, I felt so like invested in that moment. And it's really cool when that happens. It's super rare and really nice. It's nice to be reminded that art can move us. Actually, I had this experience with sculpture, which is like a weird thing to say. But so I've said a couple of times that there's something about marble sculpture that just like grabs me. I don't know what it is. Beyond photography, I think it's my favorite form of sort of traditional art, like non-media art. There's something about a well-crafted marble statue, especially ones that are designed not to invoke awe. Like, I'm not thinking of like statues of Julius Caesar or like Jupiter or whatever. I'm thinking of statues that are meant to invoke humanness, softness especially. I wish that I could remember. There's a marble statue where someone's hand is digging into someone else's like skin or flesh, like their hip, I think. And you can feel like they look so soft. Anyway, when I was in Italy, I got to see a really famous marble statue called La Pietà. And it's a statue of, and I'm sorry about my terrible Italian pronunciation, it's a statue of the Virgin Mary, and she's holding Jesus. And he's not baby Jesus, he's like dead ass Jesus. And instead of being portrayed as like that kind of soft watercolor, like mamby-pamby Jesus looks strung the fuck out. Like he's just been taken down from the cross, and he's all thin, and he has this kind of like weak vulnerability that's crafted into him. And the way that Mary is looking at him, and like this statue, I don't know, looking at it, I just was like, Jesus Christ. Pun not intended. I was just like so moved by it. And not because of the material, not because I was like, praise him, but because it was just such a masterful work of creation. And the look in this statue of Mary's eyes was just so good. And like that kind of shit is so meaningful for me. Like that is why I want to make art. That's why I want to GM, because I want to make people feel things. I want people to think about what we're telling them, about the stories that we're telling, and I want them to like have emotional responses to it. It's why I like photography. I want people to look at my photographs and smile or laugh or feel uneasy or something, right? And I don't even care about the feeling. And this goes back to that feeling of overwhelmedness without a source, that flavorless overabundance of emotion that I feel. I don't care what I'm evoking particularly, except that I want people to feel something. Art. And I guess to a degree, like everything that I create has that as a goal, right? And it can be just a feeling of being included, a moment of calm, a sense of danger. Like I don't care. I just want you to feel things. Because for me, one of the most powerful experiences, one of the most powerful media experiences you can have is just that feeling of being too full up of your emotions because of someone's art. Sometimes being a human isn't complete trash. Sometimes it's okay, you know? And I think that things like art and music and culture are so important to maintaining the lack of trashiness of the human experience. That's why I like experiencing this stuff with people. You know, I think that you can have a completely different experience feeding off someone else's emotion while it's happening as you can alone. There's value to both ways. Marble statues, video games, thinking about art today, I guess. That's what's on my mind. Just kind of ramping up to Christmas now. Tomorrow we're going to play Celeste, and then the next day I'm going to play Iconoclasts, and then I'm getting on a plane early Friday morning, and I will be in Kelowna Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? No, it's Friday now. Saturday, Sunday. It'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Right. This is a funny thing. I was thinking about this earlier today. The holidays are so weird because all of a sudden it's like we all agree to just go a little off the rails together. Where we're like, yeah, okay, we do a show Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then as soon as like mid-December comes along, everyone's just like, forget it. The schedule's off. Everything's chaos. And like some days I'll have way more viewers on the channel than I expected, and some days I'll have way fewer viewers, and it's just like the rules don't matter during December because of Christmas. It's so weird. I don't personally understand it. My life is pretty much the same day to day, but I get that there's lots of people getting on planes and going to visit their family, and I hope that if that's something you're doing, I hope that it is a positive experience for you this year. I'm going to be back tomorrow with another vlog after I play Celeste, and I'm sure I'll have some thoughts and feelings about that game. And if you missed the Grease playthrough, just stay here. Just, what do the kids say? Smash that subscribe button. Just fucking pulverize that button. Yeah, that sounds about right. And you'll get to see it. I'll upload Grease soon. I got my Spider-Man playthrough coming up too. Yeah, back to work. Back to work on a Friday that feels like a Monday. I don't know. It's December. It's a month of chaos. Enjoy it if you can. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.